didn't watch, or for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, because this will be going on YouTube, this is the VOD from last night. We played Denial in the Gears Community Series Week 4 Finals. This is the last week leading into the like playoffs, so to speak, which is a 6-team invitational based off the seeding points. No, I'll be interacting, answering questions and whatever. In fact, that reminded me, I wanted to add my Twitch chat as a thing. Let's do that real quick. Let's add Twitch chat as a part of our screen. That way, on YouTube, people can see, you know, like. They did what at a terrible timing? 1 in the morning for our finals. I know it was because the tournament itself took so long. That's why. Like it shouldn't. Both semifinals shouldn't be streamed. I don't remember how to. Oh, here we go. Copy. Then OBS, add, browser. Oh, I have a Twitch chat one. Oops. Can you guys type in the chat? Here, I'll. There we go. Yeah, I'm like the only one who's not like that. There we go. Okay, chat's going, so we can see it on stream. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so yeah. This is the community series. I'm gonna rewind the song just in case. If you guys have questions, make sure you are, or I guess make sure is not the right way to start it, but feel free to ask them in the chat. This is an interactive thing. Damn. So we gave Alex front spawn on this map right before this. We switched spots, which, like, I'm not giving away anything. Oh yeah, his Colin's audio is terrible during this. And by the way, like, I'm not going to be analyzing this and giving away like trade secrets or anything like that. So, don't think that that's going to be something that we're going to do. This is purely reflection, I guess, not in-depth analysis. This video is brought to you by MtnDew GameFuel. Make sure you pick up your can at your local store or Amazon or something. That's what I'm drinking in this, I promise. See, like, even watching this, right, compared to like what we just watched. So for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, we just got done watching the Mexico of 2007. And just the pace at which we play now, it's insane. Sorry, 2017. I don't know why I said 2007. This is a good setup. We have to make sure, like in situations like this, like you can see Alex getting a mark there. So your responsibility when you're set up like this is to make sure that you're calling out how many are OEing and pushing for your hill. Because a lot of teams do that. They'll play like out wide, like around that pit area. How do I go back? I don't remember the hotkeys for this anymore. So like, look, can I draw with this? Yeah, I can, but that's an ugly color. Do red, yeah. Oh, the pause button doesn't work. Fuck. So like, look, what a lot of teams will do is they'll, instead of like trying to make this, oh my God, that's so thick. No homo. Can we thin that out a little bit? There it is. It's too thin. All right, so instead of making like this push, which is like tough going through catwalk or like up, a lot of teams will kind of make this push out wide, and then they'll decide whether they want to cut across the map or whether they want to keep going into our home. So when you see Alex like looking this direction and getting the marks on these kids running across, it's trying to help call numbers. So you know like how many are pushing, and then these kids need to decide whether they're going to counter push OE or they're going to like rotate back to help our hill, which we didn't really do a good job of rotating back to help our hill here, but you know, we did a good job of falling back off of our hill so that really they only got the kill on praise. They didn't really get too much off of it. And all they did was break our hill and then rotate to B because they needed 3 at this point. Scores 195 to 143. Which I was listening to the cast right here, and they're like, Rushy needs to win this 1v1 to win them the round, but like we have our home hill, and there's nobody on our home hill. So and then Denial immediately puts a drop shot on Pit. Denial's kind of a weird team like that. Like there's times where they want to fight us, they want to force that fight, and there's times that they don't. This pit fight is kind of my argument for Reclaimed though, because a lot of people criticized Reclaimed and wanted Reclaimed dropped because they said that the pit fight was too much of like, or sorry, the bull fight on Reclaimed was too much of like a chaotic crap fight. But that's like exactly what this pit fight is. The only difference with this pit fight is that you can hop over from multiple directions. I think one of them said after the fight that it honestly wouldn't have mattered. So right here we have 3 dead because this pit fight is like a 50-50 fight. Now what you're seeing is like because it's a 5v2, Billy and Gilbert know that they really just have to be annoying. Like that's their main job, right? Like Gilbert going towards B prevents them from 3-capping because they'd have to kill him. So they have to be a little bit safe. That was a terrible drop. And then he got flanked. And then drop shots on the ground right there. Oh my God. Praise should not get that kill. He gets traded out. But Rezik should go down here. Yeah, he does. So like it's like because Gilbert and Billy like split up and didn't try to do anything or try to force any fights, they really just tried to be like thorns in the side of Denial. That allowed us to kind of come off spawn, to recover, and because Denial wasn't good at like capitalizing on their advantage, we were able to, and I'm speaking more vague because I don't want to give like hints on what they need to fix and things like that. But because they weren't good at capitalizing on their advantage, then we were able to come off spawn and to kind of reset it and catch Rushies who had drop shot off guard and kill him. So now Billy has drop. The other thing that Billy's really good about with drop shot is he's good about, which that wasn't a good drop. Probably had a bad call out or something, but he's really good about knowing when to like pull it out, like pull it off his back and catch an active with it. This is ridiculous. He hits that reaction shot and then downs that kid with that one and almost gets the third one. Like really good plays from them. And then he played, like he noticed that guy last second and you could see him air cancel. So he didn't put himself in chunk range. Like he just played it really smart. That's like the little split second decision making that sets apart a lot of like the top players and players who are on like semi-pro AM teams, open bracket teams. Like your standard like AM player 100% would have slid in that cover and pushed that. Tried to force that fight. But this is so risky. Watching this, they traded right here. So risky. But they got away with it. Erodi just doesn't like using boom and drop. I think Brian or Billy are probably our best drop shot players. Billy used to be our worst drop shot player when we had Icy and Kenny on the team. And then I forced him to do a 2v2 like wager with drop shots only. And Billy became like a god with it. None of that was smart up Aing at two people. It was more of a desperation up A, I think. Like there was no way that kid was gonna get out of pit. So his only shot was to up A and get a kill. But Praise played it smart and didn't let him get like within chunk range. And then Gilbert or whoever his duo was already crossing for him. So like that shows like even on these 50-50 fights, like the drop on pit, the initial is super important, but if you don't know how to close out with the initial, it doesn't really matter. Like a lot of teams practice their initials really heavily, but don't put as much focus into their mid round. And I think your mid round's almost more important than your initial. But like slightly, not like super more important, but slightly more, like 60-40 maybe. Because like it's so easy to win a mid round. That was a great meat shield by Solars, by the way. That's 5 dead. That's the other thing is like the initials when there's these weapons down don't necessarily mean you have to go grab that weapon. Like you can play for the kills. The only problem here is I don't know why we have nobody on B. Like we had 5 alive and we had nobody go B right away. So I thought that was a mistake. But the good news is we're doing a good job slaying them out here. Alex had some good drops. And Alex is hitting like hard shots. He's doing a really good job of like holding his shot and making sure that it lands really well. Oh, I didn't realize he put out a little teabag on Icy. I didn't even notice that. I don't remember what they put down. I think they okay, so they blocked Plat, which is kind of an odd choice, though we are kind of known for putting frags or instants there, but still an odd choice. See, Alex is on pipes really early, but he's stunned. The good news is that stun that they threw stunned their teammate as well, but Praise comes in behind them and kills 2. If he would have killed 1 more, they wouldn't have been able to 3-cap. Like there would have been no chance of them being able to 3-cap, which would have been a massive play. But he still did a good job. Killing 2 of them gives us more of a chance because like we already have 2 people coming off spawn. And then Fran is just shooting like, I don't know what kind of drop that was. Gilbert played through, like he played through wide and or like big door, and then tried to flank Fran with the drop. Smash Christian, thank you for the follow. It's kind of a weird setup we're in right now. But you could see like instantly there was a call made and we're all pushing out wide. So it's that same thing that I talked about where you push out wide and then you make the decision, okay, they have numbers over here. We're going to cut to the B hill, or okay, we're committing to their home. It's like really standard rotational play because it's really hard to force your way in like through catwalk to B or in like through middle to B because there's so many angles you can get cross from, or you're funneling through a choke point. So it's this out wide play makes it so you force them to rotate or to counter. The only problem here is Arodi got killed by that Incend, right? So that Incend opens them up to pushing for our home. And then Alex dies. Wait, who was it who died to the Incend? Well, whoever died to the Incend. I would have sworn it was Praise, but somebody died to the Incend, and then Praise got that kill right there. Watched this video in the morning and was just disappointed by Denial, to be honest. However, OpTic deserves #1, so I wasn't surprised. Yeah, Denial was... sorry. Denial was unusually off their game during this. Like I as much as I like shit talking them or like beating them, watch this. This is dirty. Alex is running away with drop shot out, then switches to a shotgun when he's out of sight and cuts back on Fran. It doesn't matter, we lose this round anyways, but it was still kind of like a little dirty like mind gameplay. What's up, Tactics? Yeah, I think Denial, I don't know if it was because it was so late at night that this tournament went and they were tired, or if they just like were having an off day, but this was kind of like we can beat Denial 2-0, we've shown that, but this was like an uncharacteristic beating. You know what I mean? Like I don't think this was Denial at their I think this was Denial like below their average. You know what I mean? Like when teams have like an off day and you can just kind of tell. I think that was them during this matchup. The problem is like wins or losses like this, the community will look too much into, and you can't. Like you have to recognize when a team is playing like uncharacteristically bad. Like that was a smart play by Fran to fly through to our side. It forces Alex off like defending the drop, and it gives them a free drop pickup. Now we're 2 dead. So like when you have 2 people fall like this, a lot of teams will start to struggle and like be not sure what to do. But like the top teams, you'll notice will just kind of scatter and force the map to become chaotic. It's again that same thing. Like you want to be a thorn in their side. Like you don't want to try to go like, okay, run back to our hill and cap it. You want to try to do like the most annoying thing possible so you prevent them getting a 3 cap. They did play a long series against Elevate, a long annoying series. Yeah, they did. But even that series against Elevate, like that was uncharacteristically bad for them. You know what I mean? That was a dumb revive. Solar should have known that drop was there. Rushy's wastes the drop and 2 instants here. What's up, NBG Danimal? How are you, man? You remember me? The name seems familiar. Didn't we team in like Gal 2 very briefly? That was a good 3 cap. They did a good job taking their power weapons, setting up with them, and then waiting for us to make a push, and then capitalizing off the kills they got. That's like very textbook kind of gameplay. Like when you win the initial and you get the power weapons, but you can't 3 cap right away, you set up, you watch where they're going to push, you use the power weapons to counter that push, and then you read to get the numbers advantage, and then because the spawns are fresh and you have better positioning on the map, you can 3-cap easier and press that advantage. It's very textbook. They executed it well right there. But like if we hadn't done stupid stuff like trying to revive a teammate in front of the drop shot and shit like that. What's up, Diddley? By the way, guys, if you have any questions, again, this is going on YouTube, but chat's on screen. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll do my best to answer them. So again, we've lost this initial. It's 4-on-2. Praise is fighting, and I don't know if you can tell, but Mental is pretty much gone. Oh, he's down. Okay, Mental's down. Praise is dead, but Praise got 1. So they only have 3 people, right? And Summons is the only person who just spawned. Solar's is coming up. So they would have to spread themselves super thin to get the 3-cap right here. And Alex did a really good job. I don't know who that... Icy choked right here. If Icy would have stayed there and just shot Alex like a few more times with the pistol or something, anything, even though he missed that drop, this would have gone differently. But now, like, we're doing a good job. Solar's picked up a kill because he's like hunting down Icy. And then we're doing a good job. Like, we took out wide as well. So now, like, them standing on their side of B is not safe. So this is good. And you can see Praise here, again, being annoying. He's not like trying to overextend or push it. He's playing it really smart. Xbox messages, man, play Gears sometime. I'm down to play Gears. I'm not playing it today, but I'm down to play it sometime. Gilbert did a good job baiting out the drop, but he got full red from that. The good news is we had really good crosses here. Like Billy's hitting with the mark, so he's going to get the down, and he's trying to get the headshot, but then Solar can sub in with the Lancer. The only thing that I would say we could have done a little bit better here is as soon as Solar's died right there, Billy could have ran. If Billy would have ran and gone to B, he would still be alive right now, and we would have better control on B. You're sorry for being a jerk? When were you a jerk? What's up, Sugar Blitz? Long time no see. Sugar Blizzard. How have you been? So Fran, like, I don't know what he was doing. He like suicided right there. Of course, it looks like Brian's about to do the same things. Rushies is so hurt, and we have such good angles. And that pre-fire that Gilbert had right there, like, that just comes down to good communication. Sorry for being a dick in messages. Oh, I don't remember you being a dick, but I appreciate the apology. How have you been, Sugar Blitz? Been great, man. How are you? Staying busy, I see. Yeah, super busy. Back on the content creation grind and the coaching grind. This play right here by Alex is that 200 IQ play. Like, this is Alex. He hid, and they weren't sure where he was. They had last seen him B. And because that was the last time he had a mark on him. And he moved up to their truck somehow without being seen. And then instead of like getting overzealous and like trying to get a decap while Fran was there or fighting that 1v, he waited and then got the break, and that gave us time to come off spawn and retake our home hill. And now we've just got them in a spot where like we've picked off Icy, we got Fran down, we picked off Fran. Rezik's getting picked off. We still have a massive point lead. Sleepy's the only one up. We have 5 up. Like that. This is all because of that play from Alex. Like the composure and the 200 IQ. What's a little snowflake? Direct relief charity of 2018. Huh. Your Gears team backstabbed you? I'm sorry to hear that, man. So 4-2 at the half. This is where things get a little bit basic again. I'm glad they're showing overhead map views. I remember that used to be one of my big critiques. I'm surprised Alex got stunned here, because Alex is pretty fast coming off spawn. The good news is like they're doing a good job keeping Icy marked and keeping track of where he's playing. So Damn, that was such a dirty reaction shot from Mental. Clean round. 38-second round. Walter's usually pretty good at showing the map. Yeah, I like when he has control. Oh, it's donating charity bits last month? Oh, cool. Huh. I'm like out of touch with like the community activities that Twitch does. My team almost plays you guys in GBs in the 2K. Oh, cool. So they put drop down again, which I get. Like they were doing a pretty good job. They were doing a pretty good job like trying to win these initials and force these fights, and they actually probably won like about 50% of these initials. But it like I said, it's that mid-round stuff. Like right here, this is a really odd pickup. Like that pickup from Rushies, I feel like if he had been helping his team, I don't know, like I guess he's trying to get the weapon and like get it out of play, but he put himself in such a bad spot, and he basically like sacrificed his teammates. Good, working a ton, moved to a nicer place, so all good. Came back to Gears, and all my buddies are off playing Fortnite. I'm not. I'm still here on Gears. So Fran is sneaking towards E. I don't think he realized that he was marked because he like head down through a smoke, and the guys did a good job of being aware and getting the mark. That was an insane turn on Rushies right there. And just like that, there's 4 dead. So like we kind of did the same thing that I talked about before, except without the power weapon. Held a setup, watched them push, counted numbers and got marks, picked off the kids who were trying to be like the playmakers, and then like came back into it and retook the control of the map and OE'd. I don't know how Rushies didn't get, or who was that? Icy? Icy didn't get seen by anybody, but they got them all. It's crazy. Just like the pace, like the pace is fast. It's like constant pressure. You can't relax. It's hard to set up when you have a team that's doing that. You have to be really aware of what's going on in order to like set up and be patient against a team that's like playing at that pace. I don't even know what they put down. I wasn't paying attention. I keep hearing like a weird noise, but it's my oil diffuser. So Alex got stunned. We threw a late stun right there, but Alex got chunked right before it popped, which is kind of unfortunate. Icy got 2 good kills there. I personally feel like in a 6-2, putting a block down is a bad idea. It depends. I think like if you feel like you're winning the fight and like it's not the initial that's the problem, then it's fine. But I don't remember if we win this round or not. Brian shouldn't have gotten a truck right there. You really can't get in a truck when there's a drop in play. But I don't know if you guys saw what happened. We stopped trying to force that fight on our home and just like flooded E, which was a really smart like split second call. And because of that, it separated out the denial players. And I don't know if communication was just bad or they just didn't know how to react to that, but it put them in a really bad spot, especially Rushies, who was the guy with drop shot, and then he was able to get 2v1'd, which takes drop shot out of play, and we have control of our hill back. Even if we lost E, the fact that we pressured E drew their attention away from our home. That was just a missed shot. It's surprising to see Rushies miss a shot like that. But look at this. This whole time, you can see when people are marked. Gilbert wasn't marked. Realistically, he probably should have had a kill right there. And then this is good team play. The revive is a little questionable, but he got the kill. And then I have no idea how they know Rezik is here. Billy could see him. And there it is. 7-2. So that was map 1 of the Gears Community Series. For those of you watching on YouTube, a separate video will be map 2. So make sure you subscribe and check out when that video comes out. For those of you watching the stream, you only have to wait like 30 seconds.